Hello, ladies and I'm just kidding. What's up, COD Carnage? It's Mock here again. Hopefully this gets posted and I get some good feedback on it, because it's actually something I want your guys' feedback and opinions on. And it's a little bit of a more like serious topic, I guess. And let's just start it off right now. High school can be kind of like a free-for-all. Kind of like Call of Duty in a way. And I can explain. I have like a couple points that I could prove to you. But this isn't just aimed towards like freshmen going to high school, or like it's more aimed towards people who are starting to go to school or going to a different school, maybe even going to college. You know, like college campuses are way bigger than your average high school. My high school is, if I'm thinking right, I've heard it's numbered like the 7th biggest high school in all of California. And that's actually a pretty big name. Like, wow, like really 7th biggest? Like, it's not the 5th biggest, but still it's 7th, you know, it's like crazy. But so if you're like a new kid in a new town, in a new city, in a new high school or new middle school, whatever it is, or if you're like a senior and you had to move schools and you're a senior in a whole different town, family issues, this happened, that happened, we had to move, whatever, you know. If you're new to a college, if you're new to a different school, generally, this is like my little advice to you, and how some people can think that being to a new place, a new school, whatever, can be kind of like a free-for-all. So free-for-all, you jump in, you don't know anyone. Generally, you probably won't know anyone, and most people won't be talking because it's the start of it. And then, you know, later on, as you start running around the map, or as you start playing, you notice different types of people. You've got the people who will just camp and stay back. I'm not trying to put any of these people down like the way that they play. It's how they are. I understand that, but you got the ones that camp and lay back. They're just trying to get through the match or get through the school year, you know. Then you got those people that are trying to go through as quietly as possible without getting in trouble or anything like that. Who are those people? The people with ghost and ninja and silencers, you know. They're trying to not be noticed, but they'll still get around, you know. And you also have the people that are just like full on rage mode, loud as heck, and you're like, dude, I see you everywhere, calm down. Probably like your jocks or your seniors or whatever, you know, or like the people around campus that are full of like school spirit and whatnot. And then you also have your people that'll run around the map or run around the school, and in a free-for-all sense, they'll kill a bunch of people if they're good. But in like the real world, like they're just getting around knowing people. So I'm part of a club or an association, whatever you want to call it, that's actually across America. It's called Link Crew, and hopefully if you guys are freshmen in high school, you've been able to go to your orientation if they've had it at your school. Which, if you're iffy and you have the chance to go, I definitely recommend you going, because it is a good experience, and it's something that'll help you out in the long run. I didn't get the chance to go to my orientation, but if I was able to, I probably would have. Anyways, you got those different types of people, but then again, you have different things that you can do. You know, so like if you're playing, I'll keep it in Call of Duty terms because that's what I know best right now. But if you're playing free-for-all on COD 4, World at War, if you don't get a hacked lobby, Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops or COD 2, any of the Call of Duties, you're playing in a free-for-all, and you're playing and you're like, maybe there's 1 or 2 guys in your lobby that has a mic that isn't in a party or a private chat, right? So you start, the game goes on, one or two of you guys, whatever, start talking, One of them's like, oh, that's BS. How do you kill me or whatever? And like you start laughing or whatever. So you start, in a way, you start a relationship, whether it may be good or it may be bad. So you can either set up a good friendship and be like, hey man, you're actually pretty good. How about we jump into a team deathmatch together and see if we could rape face, you know? Building a friendship right there. But then again, you'll have the guys that are always going to be like talking mess, and they're like, oh, you're bad, you're this or you're that. They're always going to be talking mess. And those will probably be like your bullies. And sure, in Call of Duty you can mute them, but in real life it's kind of harder to like physically mute a person. But you can always ignore them, because bullies just want attention. In the end of the day, they just really want attention. And if you don't give it to them, they'll probably like try and get it out of you. But if you keep ignoring them, and you'll probably just flow on, you'll go on through, and they'll just be like, okay, whatever, I'll stop trying to get attention from him, because I'm not gonna get it anyways. Like this dude right here that's on top, just trying to, it's like, hey, I'm over here, and he kills me. But either way, I want you guys to know that, alright, I start high school on August 22nd, my senior year, my last year, class of 2012. That's where I'm at. But I saw because we had the freshman orientation, because I'm in Linku. I did the freshman orientation for class of 2015. Pretty different. Like it's not that much of a different generation, but it's still different. So you get to see different things, and that's what high school is about. But at the end of the day, we're all still people. Just go through your day. Don't be so negative. Try and have a positive attitude. And if you need someone to talk to one of your teachers. Talk to like a friend of yours, Anyways, COD Carnage, thanks for the upload. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I didn't get the best score, but I got through and I finished off. Later.